ready to fight, standing tall, doing what's right, shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep, breaking chains, leaving pain behind, calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around, justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rise again. Dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rise again.
Warning. The following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Have we got a fucking good one tonight. So here's a word of advice. Come in, sit down, buckle up, because you know what I'm good at. You know I'm good at proving shit. Oh yes. Now, I'm a type of person, I give people the benefit of doubt, or I just give them a little bit of credit. However, before we start this, I got some really good news. I am remonetized. However, that's not going to change fuck all. So just for those out there who think, oh, look at him, he's going to swing his man sausage around because he's monetized again. Actually, fact, no, I am partially monetized, and yeah, I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So just so you know, YouTube, it's about time you got your shit together. Now you got other people to look after, all 12 million of them. I just want to say thank you very much to everyone who supported me either way. And yeah, I'm back. Now, First of all, a big hello to everyone on Rumble. Thank you very much for joining me on Rumble. You're going to have a fucking good one tonight. And yes, basically, we know what's been going on over the last few days. That wannabe copycat, copy grey white shark life jacket lips has shown her ugly face again. And before people think, oh, he's attacking her, he's being malice, he's being rude, he's defaming her. No. She put herself in the public view and the public eye for scrutiny. So therefore, what do? I do research. Okay, so let's learn. Let's go into this a little bit, shall we? But before we do, we've got two other fucking clowns to deal with. But before we even do that, you know I'm going to do it. You know I'm doing it, and you know I'm going to do it, and I am going to do it, and I don't give a shit what anyone fucking says. It's going to get done. It's doing it. It's going to be done, and I'm doing it, and it's going to get done. That's fucking not good. Let me do something here. Let me fix this shit. Because that is basic. Oh, you little fucker. Right, let's try that one again. Right. And go. Well, you know what that means now, don't you? Yes. I don't give a flying shit. You're going to hear it again. And, you know.
Gather round the campfire, watch the drama start to bake. We got the clueless critic, a real expert at the fake. He's squinting at the camera, looking for a moral high. But he's just a broken compass, spinning every single lie. And the grift and duo scheming with their skills and empty pleas, while the swamp dweller is lurking, rotting in the breeze. Keep on digging, yeah, they're burying the plot. With every word they weaponize, they're losing all they got. They think they're clever architects, building towers out of sand, but the truth is just a tidal wave sweeping through the land. Dig your holes, boys, deeper than the sea. It's a comedy of errors for the whole wide world to see. There's a bully king, acting tough in his prime. deception, one nickel at a time. And the tag team of the spineless, the pack that's feeling weak, living off the misery of the futures that they seek. They've stolen from the neighbors, they've stolen from their kin. Now they're arguing in the shadows, wondering who will win. Spoiler alert, nobody wins when you're hollow inside. You can run from the facts, but you got nowhere to hide. You treat the truth like a virus, you treat your friends like bait, but the hole you're digging deep, that's just sealing up your face. So cheers to the circus, to the clowns and the thieves, falling for the wind like the autumn leaves. Keep digging, keep on squinting, see how far you fall. The truth is coming for you, and it's the loudest one of
Well, fucking hell. Thank you so much for that 20 freaking wow gifted memberships. Thank you so much, and congratulations to everyone. May they be good or bad, who cares? Oh, yes. And that song was dedicated to all the clowns that you're about to learn about. Yes, oh yeah. Now, before we get into it, obviously we have to talk about a couple of other individuals. Stupid Dave, for example, and someone called Bonnie. But we'll get to that in a minute. So don't you fret. We're gonna get there. Okay. Now I'm going off a script now, right? So first of all, I want to make absolutely fucking sure. This is a fair use disclaimer. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. This live stream is intended for commentary and educational purposes only. All content displayed or discussed is under the fair use principles for the purpose of criticism, analysis, and open discussion. So before you get your knickers in a twist, people, just remember that, okay? Now, let me put it this way. There are people, say for example, a part-time soldier whose birthday was a few days ago, likes to bring my name up. However, there's not going to be any credibility or response because one has to be worth responding to. And the fact that one never shows any type of evidence, proof, anything, but just fabricates bullshit and lies, makes up and then plays the victim, and then, I'm not even going to bother. Okay. I want to, but I'm not going to bother because it's just a waste of time. So now, I have used AI to help me with this tonight because obviously there's a lot I need to get out and there's a lot I'm going to cover. And as you know, I do research. I love research. Now, there's people on both sides of the coin who like to do research. However, when they do research for the benefit of their own narrative, right, you need to take into consideration. So, well, hang on a minute. If you, excuse me a second. Now, if you, for example, okay, do research. Now, AI cannot be taken 100% seriously. It can only give you the closest possible answer, but it can't give you the full answer. And that goes, and the only way you're going to get the answer is by factual proof. Now, for example, Pace Trader, whatever, Pacer, is a governmental body website, right? That's where all court documents go on. It's just the same thing. Now, if you look at the Pacer and you look at a FOIA request, right, both are the same thing. The only thing is one is a government body and the other one you have to go through fucking red tape to get shit, right? Now, apparently, obviously, because I'm not American or Americanese, I don't know fuck all about American law. But here's the thing, that someone who likes to play the victim professionally, and this is what I want you to understand. These people are professional victims. Okay, they are professional victims. And the thing is, they are making money from this. So therefore, they are considered professional victims. When you turn around and you say something and you show no factual proof, no evidence, right? Then what are you? You are a liar. You fabricate untruths. You change the rhetoric and the narrative to your liking. So basically, you control. Now, we've covered this, the bad apple effect, and other topics, but we're fucking hitting that surf running tonight. Now, obviously you're fully aware, Tug, Coop, and other people have discussed this, and obviously if you watch Squid's Pro Quos and my stream the other day when I was on a platform, excuse me, we were talking about what's happened. Okay, right. That's another thing that we're going to be discussing tonight, because the thing is, you have to remember this. Communities online communities are not your fucking friends base. You don't walk into your next door neighbor's house and start shitting all over the place and telling them what to do. Okay? No one ever does that. Even if you're really close friends, even in the military, if you're a vet or whatever, it doesn't matter. You don't walk into someone's house and you start fucking doing what you like and then thinking that you can get away with it. No. Absolutely fucking not. Now, it's very important to understand the level of maturity and common sense in the digital communities. Right? Common sense is a very hard word to use by a lot of people. Now, I wrote down here, it says, common sense in these digital communities contrasted with the delusional behavior currently being observed. And I can tell you right now, right, I don't care if people listen to me. I don't care if people listen to what I say or what I've got to say. What I do care about is the fact that that people actually get off their fat ass and actually do the research themselves. They go and look. There's a lot of plagiarism. People have copied me for a lot. Ever since I came onto the scene, a lot of people have been copying what I've said and what I do. There are people out there, okay, who have taken the research that I did and that I've discussed, and they've used it for themselves and tried to take the credit for themselves. But a lot of people have seen through that BS and basically called them out on it. There are people out there who you think are fucking good as gold. They're not. They have multiple suck accounts. How can I prove that? Easy. Just look at the typing. If you remember, over a year and a half ago, there were posts being made on Facebook, right? Even I got accused of having multiple accounts. I've only got one account, and I'm quite proud of that account because I've got the balls to say it. Now, here's the thing: when you call someone out, I'll give you an example. Right? There was something done about what was his name again? Yoda. Okay, there was a post made by an individual. Okay. And that was done anonymously, thinking that they're fucking clever. They're not. Within 20 minutes, I realized who it was. And then I said on my live stream, I even showed it on one of my live streams. I showed you the screenshots and everything else. Okay. And I told you on that live stream who I know for a fact that is someone in the inner circle. And I was right, because the person posted it and admitted it the next day. But that's by and by. That's beside the point. Those people are fucking useless and brain dead. Okay, they're professional victims. Now, when it comes to people who have had experience, police officers, soldiers, firefighters, paramedics, lawyers, okay, there are two things that can happen here. One, they will abuse their knowledge. I don't want the initials. I don't want the fucking initials in here. Thank you very much. Yes and no, and I don't really care. All right. But at the end of the day, they are irrelevant, okay? And let's be very honest and very upfront. Those people on both the What the Hell side and the anti-What the Hell side lurk outside our streams and they watch. and just wait for people to say something. Now, Cynthia, this is not a dig at you. This is in general. It's because they are cowards, because that's all they can do, because they don't have content. They don't have anything. Every time I go live, there's always something else. There's always something I can point out. No, don't you dare apologize. You are not sorry. You are okay. Just sit back and enjoy yourself. Anyway, right. So here's the thing. Yes, I haven't said hello to everybody because I want to get straight into this. In a minute, I will say hello. Now, it is very easy. It is extremely, extremely easy to point a finger at someone and say whatever you want to say. Oh, he's an alien. Oh, she's a man. Oh, he this, he that. It's very easy to do that. It's very easy to do that. Now, I got asked once, how the hell do you get all this information? How the hell do you? And I turn around and I say, easy. Especially when it comes to public figures, people who are in the public eye, like Life Jacket Lips, Leslie, like her husband, like Jeremy Hales, like George, like Lisa Weeks, like all these fucking idiots. Yes, everyone's coming under the idiot umbrella today, and I'll tell you why. All these people, right, have their names out there. Now, one thing I have noticed, the mentality, and this is not against all Americans, this is against the minority, not the majority, the minority. You have a small group of people who think that because they're American, what they say goes and everyone else can fuck off. Well, I'm going to show you some proof. I'm going to show you something in a minute that will give you a reason why I've just said what I just said. And then you'll understand why I just said. Now, the behaviors in all these groups, right, is either monetarily forced, or it's because they want to make money, they want to make a name for themselves, or because they have nothing else better to do. Now, as you're fully aware, I'm a type of person, I say it as it is. I don't beat around the bush, and if you don't like constructive criticism, if you don't like being called out, then don't give me a fucking reason to call you out. I am not here to hate. I am not here to fucking do anything except put a spotlight on you. And if you seriously think that you can intimidate me by people who are like fucking grey hats or script kiddies or, like to intimidate other people, especially women, then I am definitely the fucking wrong person to fuck with. All right. Now, I don't intimidate very easily. And at the end of the day, I have the right of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. I have also the right to say it as it is, as long as it's not hate speech. As long as I'm not discriminating against culture, ideology, religion, or sexual orientation, or anything else. And if I see something that I personally want to fucking point out, for example, your undoings or your lies or your deception or anything else, or defrauding, one thing you have to understand is that you're doing everything what is going on in public. So therefore, everyone has the right to scrutinize your actions, just like everyone has the right to scrutinize my actions or what I say or what Squid says or what Paul says or what Amogol says, anybody. Everyone comes under scrutiny, regardless of who the fuck you think you are. And if you think you're fucking a gift to fucking mankind, then you need to fucking go and either find a new therapist or find a therapist. It's as simple as that. I am not I'm not a professional medical psychiatrist, so I can't diagnose people. But on on personal experience and observational view, some people need to go and talk to someone. But that's not I can't fucking diagnose people. So, but I can fucking listen to people. And that's one thing I'm good at. But I'm also good at listening and paying attention, which we're now going to come to. Now, What do you think SLAPP stands for? A lot of people. Now, let me bring you a little bit of history. Many, many moons ago in a far, far galaxy, far, far away. Okay. Eric, not right now, please. Let me tell you something right now. I'm not fucking around tonight. I'm not joking tonight. And if I want to name people, then that means they have some sort of credibility. But when I do name people and I pull you under the spotlight, it's not because I'm hateful. It's not because I want to see you upset. It's because you have made a mistake. You have said something that is a lie, that is wrong. Now, over a year ago, way before all this shit started with the anti-SLAPP and everything else, I sat in on my live stream and I brought that up. And I brought it up for a complete different reason. Complete different reason. Okay? Now, what does SLAPP stand for? Now, I want you to pay attention because the exact thing is happened to Squid Pro Quo right now, to Tug and to other people. And you now need to get your fucking head out your fucking ass and pay attention to what I'm about to say, because I'm so sick and tired of repeating myself. And listen, I get it. Everyone has an opinion. But when you've got someone who's pointing out, who's giving you a fucking lifeline, right, and showing you exactly what's going on here, it's not fucking rocket science. It's not. SLAPP or SLAPP suits. Okay, SLAPP stands for Strategic Lawsuits Against Public Participation. Think about it. And this is exactly what's happening to Squid Pro Quo. She just got slapped by an individual who passed her bar exam in 2000. She studied law from 2015 to 2017 and passed her bar exam and had admission to the Florida bar in 2017. So where she got this fucking 15 years of legal experience, fuck knows. Anyway, that's beside the point. Now, these suits are frequently used to attempt to silence creators and critics. It doesn't matter who you are. If someone, when they do this, especially online, they are trying to silence you, right? And then when it happens to a healthy community, like Squid's community, like mine, or like Tug's, or anyone else's, or Coop's, or anyone else's, right? There is no doubt about it that it is a slap. It's as simple as it is. Right? Listen, I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you want to shit on my grave, piss on my grave. I don't give a fuck. To be honest with you, I'll let you know when I do fucking kick the bucket, so you can come and fucking defecate on my. But anyway, that's beside the point. Now, let me give you a concept of the SLAPP suits. These are lawsuits intended to censor, intimidate, and silence critics by burdening them with the cost of legal defense until they abandon their criticism or opposition. Now, if you look at the document that fucking Life Jacket Lips sent to Squid and other people, she's doing exactly that. She's intimidating. She's trying to silence. She's trying to censor. And it's intimidation. And she's threatened. Right? It's as simple as that. There's no ifs or buts about it. And in the context of of my stream tonight, this basically refers to weaponizing of the legal system to suppress free speech within the communities. And that's exactly what the fuck is happening right now. And listen, I don't care about Jeremy Hales. I don't care about the fucking Fleas. I don't care about Bruce Matskin. I don't care about any of these fucking idiots, because they're all fucking idiots. However, one idiot is a fucking target and the other idiots are the fucking aggressors. Now, if Jeremy Hells doesn't like me calling him an idiot, hey, he's got a big back. He's a big man. He's a big guy. I'm just saying it as it should be said. Right? He's a fucking. Don't get me wrong. I contradict myself on calling him an idiot because he is very clever and he's a businessman. He's a fucking multimillionaire. However, the fact of the matter is, he's an idiot that he is allowing this shit to happen. Many, many moons ago, even over a year ago, I said, take it offline. Take it offline. Don't give them fucking ammunition. Take it offline. Do everything behind the scenes. Just carry on doing your normal stuff. All right. And the thing is, the less you give these fucking clowns, the less they've got to fucking play with. Now, am I wrong? You know, am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. Now, it's very, I mean, and this brings me to tonight. Okay. But before we get into fucking Life Jacket Lips, let's talk about two other individuals. Yeah. Let's talk about two other individuals who think they think that they were clever, especially one of them who was actually part of the lawsuits, right? And basically spent months and months running around hiding in his brother's fucking house, right? Avoiding service. The fact, and here's the thing, a lot of people don't realize is the fact that Randall Sockett and Jeremy's legal team had to jump through hurdles with the fucking court system to then basically be allowed to put the service in the local newspaper. Everyone seems to have a fucking memory of a goldfish. But you need to remember this, right? It is like, if you're so fucking tough and you're so right and everything that you're saying is true, why would you hide from a service? If someone wanted to serve me and I knew everything that I've seen, everything I've said is right, I will personally come to you and pick that envelope off you, take it out of your hand. I will shake your hand. I will even give you a hug. I will even offer you a reach around, depending if you're good looking or not. No, I'm only joking. And then I will leave. I will even bring you a coffee, depending on how you like it. And I will then leave. I will then go home. I will then go to my legal representative and I'll say, release the Krakens. Because everything that's been going on from the anti-what the hells, you have one person who's probably fucking needs to be institutionalized because of what he's said and what he's been doing. You've got another person who's so butt up because his best friend, okay, has fucked him off and he charges people to cover a story. I wonder how much Luthman or Produce Boy or anyone else is paying Volpe for his stories. All right. Okay. And we don't want to go in and about someone being arrested and thrown in jail, do we? No, we're not going to go there. All right. I mean, you need to step away from, like either the Hales or the anti-what the hell, step away from it and look at both sides, look at the whole picture. And this is why so many people are making fucking mistakes. It's because they look at this fucking, they look there, they look over the left and go, oh, there's what the hell's. Apparently everyone who supports Jeremy are fucking either cohorts or they are employed by him or, I don't know. And then look over the other side and then you got fucking delusional clowns, really. I mean, there's nothing else you can fucking say about that. Now, two of them made a big mistake. Now, Squid is here. Mama Squid is here. You think you're fucking clever, yeah? You think you're so fucking clever. Now, before we carry on, let's just fucking discuss this, shall we? Let's just where is it? Is it this one? Let's discuss this, shall we? Milltown's Best, aka Jabba the Who, aka Stupid Dave. Right, this is first my opinion, and then there's going to be a personal message coming to you, Dave. Pay attention, big boy. All right. Now, I'm not going to put you down because of your mental health, because I do care about people who do have real mental health issues. So I hope that you're taking care of yourself, and I hope that you're following the instructions given by your doctors. And I don't wish you any ill will in regards to your mental health issues or anything else. So we're going to keep that to one side. Now, let's have a look at this a little bit closer, shall we? There you go. Now, 2 of them made a big mistake. Now, Squid is here. Mama Squid is here. You think you're fucking clever, yeah? You think you're so fucking clever. There you go. Now, I am going to ask the audience. I'm going to ask the people in chat right now. I want you to read that fucking message, that comment, and I want you to tell me what you perceive out of that. Now, I do know a lot of people, okay, have seemed to forgot that there are two different terminologies to identify someone who doesn't like another culture or race or whatever. All right, one's called a racist, and the other one is called a discriminator. All right. Now, I prefer to use the word discrimination because using the word racist is you're basically carpet bombing a whole community. And because obviously you do always have a minority in every culture and every country that are fucking idiots, all right? So let's just keep it there, all right? Now, this here, I don't understand why some people rely on the knowledge of someone who is not American for information about American court system. It's not just about the court system, darling, my darling sweetheart, David. It's also about patterns, behavior, and repetitive conduct. Okay. Now, when you are no longer a lawyer and you play the victim and then you sue every Tom, Dick, and Harry and their fucking dog, and then halfway through that you go, oh, I'll just drop it. Okay. Like perfectly example, last night, Leslie, you sounded like you had a little bit of a drink. You sounded slurry. You sounded very active. Yeah. Yeah, it must have, you know what they say about medication and alcohol. You're not supposed to mix them. Right? Now, I want to point out something to you. The American law. Oh. I don't even know how to fucking get this across. I really don't know how to get this across. So I'm going to say it basically from my perspective. Who the hell are you to judge me on if I know something or don't know something? Okay. Basically, I find this quite adorable, this comment. I do find it, but it's very fucking stereotypical. I am an American, so obviously I know everything attitude. That charming habit of assuming that if someone isn't from the US, and it's not the first time I've had this from people on both sides, okay? Unless I am some sort of fucking mouth-breathing caveman, right, who hasn't discovered fire yet, let alone fucking the law. So, yeah. And here's the thing, though. I know that you broke the fucking law. I know that you lied in your fucking motion. The fact that you avoided service. I mean, oh dear, I don't know about American law. Oh my God. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. But anyway, that's beside the point. Now, here's the thing. Oh, you're being manic. No, I am being sarcastic. I'm being belittling. I'm calling you a fucking idiot. Right? For you to make that type of comment. Because you are that stereo fucking typical arrogant, self-centered, blind, egotistical fucking American, right? Who thinks that the world revolves around them. And the thing is, luckily, you're dealing with someone here who knows for a fact that Idiotsville in Oregon, there is a fucking reason it's a ghost village. It's because all the fucking idiots beside and including you have left and entered different cities. So if you're going to judge someone on their fucking knowledge of the American legal system, maybe you should do your fucking research, because the American legal system is based on the fucking British legal system, you absolute fucking cockwomble. Fucking wankstain. But anyway, we digress. Now, hello, Bunny. How you doing, my darling? Hi, sweetheart. It's good to see you. Yes, Bonnie, sweetie, you're the one going around, all this fucking shit, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. You see, every person's comments and reactions and everything else, just like mine is, it's happened, it's one of those things. My sweetie, darling, baby, honey, sweetness. Now come in here, sit on my lap. Come on, sit on my lap. Let me right. Okay, let me get you your bottle first before you throw your dummy out your pram. Okay. Now, in your opinion, okay, it's mildly insulting because people like you don't have a fucking opinion. Right? Your opinion comes from that fucking walrus of a fucking human being who looks like a fucking man, right? Sitting in there telling the police to turn their fucking body cameras off before they turn up at the house. What are you hiding, Fleecer? Those man sausages made of resin? Right? Yeah. Hey, listen, you fucking Navy muppet. Don't you fucking blame us Welsh. We fucking got forced to sign in Magna Carta, okay? So you fucking blame the English, not the Welsh. Just saying. Now, here's the thing, okay? I've got Squid here right now in my stream. Squid invites me onto her stream because, one, she trusts me. Two, I don't go there to fucking destroy her reputation or anything else. Well, I go there is because I am an observer who observing things. A lot of fucking observing there. Anyway, all right, and she invites me on there. Now, she doesn't have to do that, but she does it because she trusts me. You see, that's where you fail to understand, because there's no trust in you or other people. Now, I am not hating on you. I am just basically, this is me naming and shaming you for attacking and making a statement that's untrue. Now, if Squid didn't want me on her platform, she wouldn't have me on her platform. There are other people I talk behind the scene who don't have me on their platform, but we talk behind. She has me on the platform, and I have her on my platform. I have my pretty on my platform. Okay? It's our choice as hosts, as creators, not yours, not Fleece's. Oh, don't you worry, we'll be coming to her in a minute. Okay? Now, I forgive you, and I know, apparently it makes her look very dumb. So let me ask you a question then, Bonnie, my darling, sweetheart. I know you're lurking, all right, because you lurk squids. But by the way, thank you for the view. Just saying, thank you for the view. All right. Now, let me ask you a question, Bonnie. If you're sitting out here now lurking, thank you very much for the view. But let me ask you a question. Don't you find it something very peculiar that you got someone coming in, making comments, which you're going to see in a minute? Maybe you get educated on this now, and inciting, making causing an incitement, because obviously people who go to, and I'm just going by people's behavior and comments and the way they react, is because I think there's a lot of people who do go in that stream have very little intelligence and are like sheep. And then when you get someone like Life Jacket Lips, which you're going to see in a minute, okay, making certain comments, this is where the police need to get involved. I'm just saying. Now, when you got someone making accusations and you got people making false accusations, all right, playing the victim, saying, oh, harassment and everything else, playing the victim, accusing people of intimidation, harassment and shit. Let me ask you a question, Bonnie. Let me ask you a simple question. I mean, I hope you're sitting down and you're ready for this. I hope that you're holding on, because here it comes. So what would you say what Lisa Lee and Leslie do? Is that intimidation, harassment, slander? Making threats via email, being told to stop because it's harassing, and then they keep on doing it, just like Doucheboy and Luthman. You see, now, I'm not scared of saying it. There's people over in the States, they're scared of saying it. Do you know why? Should I tell you why people are fucking scared to actually say what they want to say? It's because they know that fucking idiots like you will sue them. They will sue them for having an opinion. Figure that one out. Figure that one out. And then once you can fucking figure that out, okay, once you figure that out, let me know. Because the mood I'm in tonight, I am not holding back tonight. The filter is gone. Because here's the thing. When you see shit repeating itself, at some point, right, and this is a message for Randy Shockett and his legal team, get your fucking head out of your fucking ass and fucking get the courts to see what the fuck is going on here. You are getting paid enough money, Randy Shockett, to do your fucking job. You are a lawyer. You have a legal team. You are representing Jeremy Hells. Represent him. Stop fucking playing games. You've already lost $4,000 because you got sanctioned because of a long-nosed fucking target prick. So why don't you fucking do your job for once? You have enough proof, verbal acceptance, that basically they have stated publicly what they are doing. That is enough to send that to the court and let the courts deal with it. Do your fucking job, Randy. Do your fucking job. Otherwise, Jeremy, find a better fucking lawyer. And now comes over to you fucking idiots. Bruce, you're a nothing. I'm surprised you still got your license. You're just a nothing. Hey, Michael, you, right? I mean, like, according to what I have found, according to the research I've done, your divorce is still ongoing. It's still active. So are you guys getting divorced, or are you making up? And then, like, what's going on? Are you know, I mean, like, say, for example, on, where is it? In July 24, you filed a divorce, okay? And it was refreshed on March 19th last year, okay? And it's still active. I mean, would it not be good for Judge Dean to actually fucking deal with this once and for all, or what's going to happen now? I mean, are you guys going to continue to play like a mind game with each other? You know, and the fact that you are the fact that some of the legal documents, which I find quite interesting, because I've done like a side-by-side comparison of your legal motions, Michael, and of Leslie's, and go and have a guess what? You might find it's very interesting, because if you look at them, they're very similar. However, we know when Leslie writes them because she does mistakes. She makes spelling mistakes and God knows what else. But I digress. Now, you say that you're a private individual, correct, Leslie? Is that what you're saying? Right. So explain this to me then. When I do a Google search just on you, okay? And this is me not harassing, stalking, or anything else. This is me doing research, which I am legally entitled to as a freelance investigative journalism. All right, you are on TikTok, YouTube, IMDb, Film Freeway, and Facebook, just to name a few. You've also been on NBC and ABC. You're quite famous. You've even had your own company website. I mean, the fact that you passed your bar, admitted to the bar in 2017, okay, and then you got a bar complaint against you in 2021, and then you basically put in your retirement in 2023. You haven't been acting as a lawyer for 15 years. That's 6 years. Either you can't maths, or when you have a little bit of glug, 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 you can't fucking do maths. I don't know. This is all online. And you are being scrutinized. This is constructive criticism, and everyone is entitled to that. I'm not being hateful, spiteful, or I am not being, there's no malice whatsoever. I'm just saying it as it is. And then you start fucking suing people who are doing exactly the same, who have an opinion. And here's the thing. No, Squid, not now. No, don't even, no, delete that. No, oh, it's too fucking late. Someone's taking a screenshot of that. Now, here's the thing. Last night you said that you did 15 years and you had 200 and you did this and you did that. Listen, whatever you did in your head, fine, that's not a problem. But when you actually lie, okay, it takes credit away from you. You haven't got any credit whatsoever. You've got no credit whatsoever, right? None whatsoever. And the best part is this. Excuse me a second. I have now caught you in a lie. You turned around last night and you said no one wants to publish your filing. You want to publish your filing. No one wants to publish your filing. No one on the what the hells wants to publish your filing. Because no one cares. Because you're just full of shit. Right? It's repetitive. It is repetitive. It's as simple as that. Oh. More. Right? So basically, think about it. If you turn around and you have... Yeah. If you turn around and you ask someone... Hang on a minute. One second, guys. One second. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's very interesting. That is very interesting. Right. Okay. Now, quick question of interest. All right. Last night on the Flea stream, okay, they were like putting up all this fucking shit about people refreshing and everything else about, about the algorithm, all that crap. I mean, like, I sat there and I listened to it and I was like, I scratched my head and I was going, what the fuck has that got to do with anything that's going on? And then it dawned on me. They're trying to accuse Tug, for example, of fucking trying to defraud YouTube or some shit like that. Now, don't get me wrong. All right. I believe that if you're not that fucking intelligent or you got dyslexia or something like that, yeah, use AI to help you get it. But Jesus Christ, Lisa, you sat there and everything you show was from AI. Now, at the end of the day, we all know, and even we all know that YouTube has latency issues, lag. It's called lag. It's a time difference. So by the time I say one, people will then type one in probably 30 seconds later. And sometimes people will go, oh, fucking hell, it's lagging so long. Why is he not answering me? And then they realize it's about 25, 30 seconds fucking after So when they refresh, it's refresh the fucking browser. It's not trying to rip someone off. It's not trying to get the views or shit like that. I mean, I don't know that much about YouTube that well anyways, but at the end of the day, if someone wants to refresh their fucking server so they can fucking catch up or they can try to get as close as possible, right? So fucking be it. See? Right? SMN just put one in. I said one about 30 seconds ago. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Right? That's how you find out if you're lagging or not. And people are used to the fact that there is a time difference between me speaking and then you hearing it. Oh, look, here we go. All right. Now, like I said, I'm not fucking around tonight. All right. So don't try to fucking derail me or don't try, because I will fucking I will put you in your place if I have to. Right? And don't test me, please, because I'm so sick and tired of these people getting away with the fucking lies they are putting out there. It's just absolutely despicable. Now, the way I see it, okay, you've got this. Now, all of you know that, like, that, there's no, I don't mean there's no malice or disrespect towards you guys here in chat, but it needs to be fucking said. Now, last night, Leslie sat in that fucking, and she was going, "Oh, bring me on. Let me tell you, they don't want to fucking do this. They don't want to do that." But let me show you something. Let me get rid of this. Let me show you something. Right? Let me show you something. This is her, right? Every single comment, you are basically trying to get people to do a bar complaint. Yeah? You have every right to file a complaint against him for how he has treated you as pro se litigant. You need to file a bar complaint. Let me ask you a question. Are you going to do the same thing for Silverman? Are you going to do the same? Hey, Leslie, let me ask you a fucking question. I mean, you are a former lawyer, a shit one at that, but let me ask you a question. Are you also telling Lynette Michelle Alphabet Preston to do the same thing with Bruce Matskin, Silverman, and herself? Well, then again, she's not in the bar. So are you telling me that is exactly what she's supposed to do a bar complaint against 3 other lawyers? Considering that you are not a lawyer, considering that your husband is the one fucking doing all, is putting his neck and his license on the line for your actions? Is that what you're saying? Because you were very adamant about it. Because every comment you made last night was the same thing. You were putting it about file complaint, right? Yeah. Don't you find that interesting? Don't you find that somewhat, a little bit, questionable? Or am I the only one here seeing this shit and everyone's going, wait, what? Because let's be honest with you, if you are telling people you were richly pushing, you were pushing for it. You were on Lisa's fucking platform. You sounded like you were on fucking Happy Tabs. I tell you, you must have had a drink because you sounded slurry. But that's beside the point. The fact of the matter is that you were going on and on and on and on about bar complaint. Hey, Leslie, you know what that's called? That's against YouTube terms of service and guidelines. That is called incitement. You were inciting people last night on Lisa's platform. And Lisa's platform has broken so many freaking rules. I'm surprised they're still here. The fact that Squid and I were live and you attacked her channel while she was live, affecting her business, affecting her mental health status, affecting her family, everything else. Okay? You have no clue what you've done. And you have definitely woke up the wrong sleeping giant on this one. And the fact that you are attacking people, the fact that you insert yourself into this case, because this had nothing to do with you, Volp Luthman. This was Bruce Matskin, Lynette Preston, John Cook, George, and Jeremy Hales. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me put this to you, Your Honor, members of the jury. Let me put this to you, Federico. Where's everyone else? Why is there no one supporting you? Why is Richard Luthman, and I'll be honest with you, I give him fucking credit for what he was saying. The differences between a public figure and a limited public figure. All right, Squid. All right. Now, Hey, Richard, that's the only fucking credit you get from me, sunshine. So you may as well fucking enjoy the time. All right. Let me put it this way. You play victim. You accuse people of stuff, but you are doing exactly that. What you're saying. You are intimidating, attacking, threatening, and you are threatening to dox. You are threatening. I mean, like, govern yourself. That's a threat. Govern yourself, or I will. Who do you think? I mean, don't you have enough issues in your life to make issues for other people that will fight back? You think that the people that you're trying to sue will not fight back? Think about it. Now, that Brit there, he's got nothing to say, he doesn't know about. I mean, like freaking stupid Dave turns around and says, I don't know about law. One thing I do know is that when you weaponize the law and you abuse the law to try to change the narrative to your side, that one thing I have noticed. No, yeah, no. I mean, like, and here's the thing, and Beach Bum, you hit the fucking nail on the head, mate. You hit the nail on the fucking head, right? If Socket went away, don't you think Jeremy would get another attorney, maybe one that's better? Not saying because Socket is doing a bad job, absolutely, absolutely. Here's the thing, like, I think it seems that Leslie lives in a box mentality that, oh yeah, if we get rid of Socket, this court case will just go, it'll disappear. No, right? Because you are attacking the lawyer, thinking that you can affect the overall outcome of the case, right? That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to affect, right, the spearhead of the arrow. But what you don't realize is that if that arrow misses its target or it is broken, there's always another arrow right behind it. There are lawyers out there, right, who are worse than Randy or better than Randy. It doesn't matter, but there are lawyers out there, right, that will fucking do their job because they're getting paid for it. And the thing is, you're no longer a lawyer, and the fact that you are using your husband as your lawyer, right, that can also come back to bite you in the ass, because that there will be conflict of interest, because can what you are saying, can it be trusted? Because if everyone is seeing a certain pattern, I mean, let's look at this. Okay. I mean, let's look at the case from September the 27th of 2023 with Judge Price. Yeah. I mean, if you want, I can give you the case number if you like. Right? September the 27th, 2023, and it was with Judge Price. Have a guess what that's about. I'll leave that there, shall I? I'll leave that there. I'll leave that little fish hook there. You see, the thing is, when you put your I mean, you have turned yourself into a personality, right, online. Right? Therefore, you are a public figure. Right? So therefore, you come under fucking scrutiny. So therefore, people can use constructive criticism, investigative journalism to discuss and have a discussion about said topic. Now, when it comes to Bonnie and that other idiot, fucking Wankstein, right? That's irrelevant. They are irrelevant. That's just them having an opinion. And you know what? I don't mind them having an opinion. It doesn't affect me. But they have to realize that they put themselves in the firing line for constructive criticism, for scrutiny. Now, will I attack Dave on his disabilities? And absolutely not. No, I will not. He says that he was in the hospital. I hope that he gets better. I hope he feels better. But is it a fucking wise idea to surround himself with negativity and this bullshit again? And here's a word of advice, David. Go your fucking separate way. Stay away from these people. I'm not trying to intimidate or tell you what to do. However, these people will only bring negative power to you, and you don't need that in your life, right? Yeah. So I think you are intelligent enough to understand what I'm trying to say here, is that negative influence can cause issues. right? So if you want to put yourself back into that situation, right, then you have no one else to fucking blame than yourself. That's as simple as that. So don't judge anybody and don't pick on anyone or don't tell anyone that, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, when you put yourself back in that picture. That's as simple as that. And this is why you don't see Deuce Boy. This is why you don't see Volp on that platform. And here's a funny thing, right? Where's Ray Bone Crusher? Okay. Now, all these people, when you turn, I mean, it was quite funny actually, because one day I did a stream and I said, oh, where are they? You don't see them on that platform anymore. 24 hours later, they were all on that platform. All of them. Don't you find that very peculiar? Now, I'm not an arsehole. I mean, for some people, I may be. Okay, I have paid little attention to chat. Well, I have paid attention to chat, but I just wanted to get all this shit out of the way. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing that you need to remember, Leslie, and I know you're listening, and I know most of you fucking idiots are listening as well, so pay attention to what I'm about to say. You are intimidating and threatening people, okay, who have all they have done is have an opinion. And you are using the court system to squash their opinion, to take away their freedom of opinion, freedom of speech. The biggest issue you're going to have is if Jeremy Hales or anybody you are trying to intimidate, harass, bully, whatever you want to call it, okay, is when they decide to employ a private researcher, a private investigator, a company that sole purpose is to investigate, research, and observe. Because that can be used in court. That is submissible in court because it's evidence of pattern of behavior and conduct. And the fact that you are no longer a lawyer, however, you then turn around and say that you're pro se, but expect to be paid legal fees when you fired your husband. So what does that mean? Are you going to re-employ your husband as your attorney? That's going to come back to bite you in the ass, because that means any fucking lawyer in their right mind, even though there's no law against it, will turn around and say, Your Honor, this is a no. It's a conflict of interest. So if you've got the balls, Leslie, go and get yourself a real lawyer. Go out there and get yourself a real lawyer. And then once you got the real lawyer, maybe some people probably might give you a little bit more credit. Go and spend that money. Go and spend that $500 or $600 an hour for an attorney to defend you. Right? Go and do that. Oh, wait a minute, you can't. God dang it. You just filed for bankruptcy, haven't you? Do you know what? I knew there was something I forgot. I am so sorry for that. I don't know. I've got so much. Yeah, no, Mama Squid, it is bullying. It is cyberbullying. It is weaponizing the legal system the thing is, this is why, right, I've got friends who have got America. I've got friends in the States. And so I've mentioned one in Houston, and the other one I'm not going to say. He's a fucking big ass lawyer, and even they turned around and said like, don't fucking paint me. I mean, one of them actually said to me categorically, with no fucking pause in his sentence, he said, "Do not fucking paint me with the same paintbrush as them fucking idiots, because that is not a representation of an American citizen, the American law, or how to conduct yourself." And I was like, okay, but there you go. I mean, it's like, you'd think that they would want this case to come to a conclusion. Accept admittance, accept your fate in law, right, and reap the consequences of your actions. But they just want to push it out. I mean, like freaking Luthman, He's playing the game. He is definitely mocking the legal system, and it's being allowed to happen. Lynette Preston. I mean, if anyone with any type of fucking common sense will see that she's trying to change her name legally, basically, instead of calling her Lynette, which is her legal birth name, right, she is using Michelle. So that means after the court, she can then legally call herself Michelle Preston Senior, right? Because she did it in the past. Then she went back to Lynette, then Alexi, then Lynette, then Michelle, then a Lynette, then Michelle, then Lynette, Michelle. I mean, seriously, something needs to be done over there. Now, David, you say I don't know about U.S. law. I think I know enough that this case is being fucking taken the piss off by you and all your cohorts. You know, and a lot of people like to cry wolf, and a lot of people like to go like to fucking make the big waves, but never fucking do anything. Never show factual proof. When you take your own actions, excuse me a second. When you take your own actions and your own faults and then blame other people, yes, that happens in the Baileys, the old Baileys, but that's in England. But yes, sometimes in Crown Court they'll wear it, but we're not talking about over here. We're talking about over there. And here's another thing, right? There are people out there, okay, who have had the experience. There's people out there who've been police officers, they've been lawyers, or they've been firefighters, and they know the law. Now, when I sit on someone's platform and I talk about law, I have never, ever turned around and said I know about American law. In fact, all I have said is that I have fucking learned a lot about American law with all this. So before you make comments and shit like that, think before you speak. Because to be honest with you, one thing I have learned about the law system, the law or your courts in Florida alone, and from this experience about this case, is that your system is fucked. It doesn't work. It has no power. Because if you are allowing lawyers to conduct and behave themselves the way these fucking idiots are doing, then don't expect anything else. Don't expect. I mean, look at Judge Grudge. Judge Grudge did that. What was it? What do they call it? What's it called? When he gave fucking Lynette Preston advice, that's going against every fucking rule in the book. But he still did it. And here's the reason why he did what he did, is because he knew that he was going to get fucking clout, because he knew that it was going on the internet. So therefore he was going to get a name for himself. And boy, did he get a name for himself. And that's another thing people ignore. These fucking idiots, both on the what the hells and the anti what the hells, right? They're all trying to make a fucking name for themselves. Me, I don't give a shit if you forget me tomorrow. But today, I'm impressing you. You know that I'm fucking right. I mean, like the fucking fact that you got these idiots inciting shit. I can remember when Bearded Fisherman, he's a freaking loony, right? When he fucking made a threat about coming down to Otter Creek and then retracted it 10 minutes later? Oh no, it was the next day, I think it was. You go, oh yeah, I was only joking. I didn't mean it. Yeah. And then when you go and watch him you actually go and try to get to know the individual, you're like going, yeah, fucking come within 100 meters. Target will fall when hit. But you are fucking dangerous. And that's what I thought at the time. But then I thought, well, hang on a minute. He's probably one of those, he's typical sheep mentality, very easily manipulated and a very easy person to fucking make you follow you. So there's no hate or disrespect towards him. He's just a very easily manipulated individual. Ex parte, there you go. That's what I was. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Robert. All right. So basically, no, Judge Grudge with ex parte communication with Lynette Preston. Yeah. I mean, like, what's next? What is next? I mean, how many people need to protect themselves? How many people are in fear, especially from the what the hell side, from people who have been doxed, attacked, and outed by people on what the hells and in general from anti what the hells as well. How many people need to fucking protect themselves? I mean, look at fucking Luthman. Luthman is on his mobile phone, walking down this road, making sure that you can see every single club, pub, bar, whatever he was. And he was even telling you what road he was in, what road he was on, and where he was going. He wanted to entrap you. He wanted to get someone who was a what the hell's fan to come there. There would have been an interaction, or hell would have broke loose. He would have then turned around and said, Jeremy Hells fucking thought calls that. He made them do that. Right? Jeremy Hells doesn't make anyone do shit. The only thing that Jeremy Hells does is make Randy Socket represent him. Jeremy Hells is not responsible for any other person, regardless. I am not responsible for anyone. Doug is not. Squid is not. And no one is responsible for anyone else's actions except their own. So in future, before you accuse someone, okay, of something, make sure you've got 100% proof. You can prove that it was them by the before, during, and after. Prove it. Don't just sit there and flap your gums. Show proof, not fabricate proof, because it's very easy to fabricate proof these days. You know, I've seen people put up shit, and I've gone, yeah, yeah. Like you're putting something up that's over a year old, and you're trying to make it out that it was yesterday. Yeah, sure. Excuse me. Buffy, old man. Wait a minute. Ex parte, as in the Judge Grudge, took it upon himself to help the poor old lady who was lying to just let one, just get, wait a minute, what's that? Just get over on the big bad mean YouTuber. I bet Judge Grudge wishes he had never met. Yeah, hey, Buffett, I tell you one thing, mate. He must have put his head in his hands in his office and just went, "What the fuck did I do?" I bet he regrets everything he done. I bet he regrets, and yeah, hey, his problem, not anyone else's. And here's the thing. Wait a minute. What did he say? What did Sarah Sue say? What the Robert, correct? And a lot of them are not from Florida. That's another thing. Yeah, that's a weird thing. Yeah, right. I mean, you know, you've got. I mean, what you know? Like I've been seeing these FOIA requested body cam videos. I am so freaking confused. I mean, seriously, you are renting the house and the garage looks like a freaking bomb's hit it. You got shit all over the place. You got man sausages all over the place. The fact that you turned around and told the police to turn their cameras off when you're coming out, what were you hiding? Why were you so? And here's another thing. Why are you sitting in your garage with a camera facing on the property on the other side of the road? You know, and oh gee, you know, and this is why I sit here and I mock people. This is why I make you a laughing stock. This is why I laugh at you. Ha 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 ha. You know. But you know, this. I mean, like at the end of the day, this is not hate. This is basically people pointing out your misdoings. And as far as I'm concerned, right, you're no longer a lawyer, Leslie. So stop acting like it. Because the thing is, the judge is going to look at you and he's going to go, well, okay, so, right. So if you're going to behave like a lawyer, I'm going to treat you like a lawyer and not like a victim. That you assume that people are going to believe you. But the thing is, it's okay for you to intimidate, attack, and threaten to dox and God knows what else. But at the moment you get called up on your BS, and here's the thing though, right? You're the one who's responsible for your personal information being out there. Like, your work, I mean, if people see the reviews, now, here's the one thing I am going to give you a little bit of credit. Anyone who does a review anonymously, yeah, I'm sorry. I will read your review. I will then make judgment, because if you've got something to say it for who you are. However, obviously, if there's vulnerable people involved or children or anything else, then fine, stay anonymous. I've got no problem with that. But if you didn't get, like, look at Scott Stark, may he rest in peace. Look at some of the reviews they had. His wife, the way she behaved as a paralegal. Lisa Lee trying to be, oh, look at me, I'm legal, because she's got an legal email, or she put illegal in it, or legal in it. I mean, fantasist more like. But if you're going to do a review, and get to the point. Don't be, if you don't like someone, fine, you don't like them, but stick to the facts. When you do a review, stick to the facts. Unprofessional, rude, time lack of timekeeping, didn't turn up for a court case, wrong paperwork, filed the wrong paperwork, never sent the paperwork, charged me, overcharged, blah blah. A decent review. But some of those reviews on you, Leslie, are, yeah. And people are allowed to research. It's not stalking or harassing. Right? It's the fucking internet. If you don't want it on the internet, contact Google, pay them thousands of dollars, and have it all removed. Have your public content removed. You're allowed to do that. But the thing is, at the same time, people are allowed, okay, to do research, on anything they like. If I want to do research on the lunar landings, okay, then I'm going to do that. Unless the fucking law changes in this country where I can't fucking, do any research whatsoever, blah, or I'm not allowed to speak. Until then, you can go and fucking sit on it and swivel. You absolute wank stain. You are a disgrace. You are an absolute fucking disgrace to the legal profession. Just like Deuceboy is, just like Richard Luthman is. However, Richard Luthman has a plus point in my book now, because he actually fucking sat on the crampons and actually explained something well. And he explained it without being patronizing or sarcastic. He was actually professional for once, which is fucking wow, to be honest. But don't let that go to your head, Richard. I still fucking hate your guts. Still don't like you. I think you're a dickhead, but there you go. But I'm going to just take a quick break. Oh, hi, Velosha. Right, first of all, I'm going to just say hello, everybody. I do apologize for not saying hello. Yeah, I just need to get this shit out of the way, because, to be honest with you, it's repetitive. It's fucking boring. So I just thought, anyway, Felicia, the audio on the body cameras on law enforcement can't be shut off during contact with citizens. It's regulated by Florida law, Chapter 943. Right, there you go. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Jeff, how's it hanging? Shut up. No one cares. Anyway, Buffy, old man, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for being here. Robert, good to see you. Squid, at work and lurking. Hello, everybody at Squid's work. Just kick her in the ass if she's not doing it. Roy, good to see you. You know where I am if you need to talk, fella. Chucky, good to see you too. It's about time you get your muscle. Wait a minute. Paul Amos, hi mate, how you doing? Mama Squid, hugs. Who else we got? I know that we got Cynthia in here. Sarasota Beach Bum. I'm going upwards now. I'm going up. SMN was here. SMN's here. Poindexter. Hello, Poindexter. Don't leave. Why do I know that name from somewhere? Anyway, who else have we got? We got Big Dirt. Big Dirt was here. Hi, Big Dirt. Good to see you. Oh my God, obviously you're here. Who else have we got? I'm going up. Squid, obviously Squid's here. She's like the fucking furniture. Who else have we got? Volusia. Mum says the US court system is indeed based heavily on the English legal system. It's found fundamental common law derived dated back to revolution and creation of what is now the US. Yeah. And by the way, if you don't like your law system, turn it into an American law system. There you go. And by the way, you stand your ground and castle doctrine, that's from over here as well, just so you know. There's a lot of people I saw in here, and I wonder if they're still here. Where is it? Mama Joe, good to see you. Where is it? Yeah, I can't go further back. There you go. Right, so by the way, guys, so you're aware, your 20 membership gifts. Let me just get there. Let me just get through that. I need to go. Right. First of all, thank you very much for being a level 5 trooper. See, there are troopers. At least you're no longer a peasant. Yeah, so thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. 1 second, guys. I just need to. I can find it. Where is it? Oh God, it's going all the way back. Well, I will go. Thank you very much for the 20 memberships. I really appreciate that. Excuse me. Thank you very much for that. And Robert Ward, becoming exactly what you're supposed to be, a freaking peasant. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you know that like a lot of people think that I use peasant to be insulting. No, it's a term of endearment. So and a bit of humor. But people like to say, "Oh, you know who else says that?" Yeah, fuck off and put some fucking meat on your body, you skinny rape piece of shit. What else is there? Yeah, I can't find anything else. Right. Okay. So yeah. Well, first of all. Amalgo, again, thank you very much. Robert, thank you very much for becoming a peasant casher. 5 months. Thank you so much. Squid Pro Quo, you've become a peasant. Welcome to the peasantry. And Roy Lozinger, thank you so much for spending 5 months as a peasant. Maybe one day you'll get promoted. Not sure. Go to recruit or trooper. It's up to you. But I don't expect you guys to, like you know what the score is when it comes to super chats and stuff like that. You do it if you want to do it. You don't have to. Right. Anyway. Paul Dad says no. Any agency own equipment. Only exception is the personal equipment being used on the top. Right, Volusia, Jeff, or anybody within that room. Nurse, go and get me a coffee. Right. Let me ask you a question. Here's my question: is this? Considering that last night, after what I witnessed about the incitement to contact the Florida Bar Association in regards to Randy Shockett, my two-part question is that. Well, I've got two questions. First question is this: regards about incitement about Randy Shockett, could that be considered bullying or incitement to cause financial hardship towards at the moment lawyer, and using intimidation and possibly, this is only speculating here, is possible blackmailing. Because the thing is, when you're putting pressure on someone, so right, if you don't do this, we're going to fucking do this. That there is like the borderline of intimidation / threat / blackmail. So that's the first question. And that's to that's to Jeff Volusia. And to everyone on and don't forget, guys, I am on Rumble. So if you're not following me on Rumble, why not? I want you to come and support me on Rumble as well, because I am going to build a life over there. because yeah. So there you go. There's my link on Rumble, and I'll pin that down here. There you go. So yeah, that is my question. That is my question. Hi, Mama Kama. Mama Kama. Oh, hi. Hello. So tortious interference. Tortious interference, right? Okay, tortious interference. But I'm asking about the incitement. And I mean, yeah. I'm still waiting. I'll wait. We'll wait. Oh, there you go. I would find it hard to believe that these clowns are the first ones to try it and use Randy's pass against them. Spawn wins the next vet talk. You can wait until I get to the point where I'm going to explain it, Robert. Don't fucking tell me what to do. Demand shit from me. What do you think I am? Your slave? Listen, I don't know shit about America, so I can say that. I just think that they all need to be thrown in jail. I think they all need to be evaluated and thrown in jail, because this has gone from a cease and refusal to a tier to a cease and desist to defamation and threats. And Bruce Matskin was the cause of all this. He caused he called it the invasion, where the trespass 6. He even though everything was legal, right? Lynette Preston told Lloyd to get off the property. Lloyd legally asked friends or asked people to help him move his stuff, so everything was legal. That's why the police didn't do anything. But Bruce made it out that they and all the fucking lies, and then the thumbnail case, and look what's happening. They're trying to do the same shit, but the only person responsible for their own shit, right, online, have a guess who that is? Yes. That's you, Leslie. If you don't want it online, you don't want people to scrutinize or use constructive criticism or comments about your past or your present or your behavior, then have it removed. Have it removed. Have it removed offline. You can do that. You can actually do that. You can't stop people from having an opinion. Right. Something else I'm going to do. Now that I am partially remonetized again, all rights reserved from as of last year as well. Due to the fact that I'm remonetized again, I will be doing 2 members only streams a month, because I think they should be worth it. And basically, during the members only, I will be bringing people onto the platform. So if you know me and you want to come on the platform and members only, let me know. And I will be doing at least 1 veterans panel. Do you know what? I'm not going to give it away. I think because there's a couple of things I want to do. And I know there's a lot of plagiarism. There's people out there who like to, they like to steal other people's ideas. And just so you know, if that happens with anyone else, they've stolen it from me. But there's a couple of things I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to get hold of DJ Ratters and get this card game going again. Yeah, that would be fun. That was fucking hilarious last time. But I think he's busy at the moment. Not sure where he is. Don't really care, because it's his business. Business is business is business. But one thing I will say is this. The biggest mistake you did, Leslie, is that you're trying to do the same thing to people who know exactly what you are and who you are. And you're trying to do the same thing like you did to your family. But I think this time it's going to come back to bite you in the ass, legally, on a legal standpoint. Other than that, I don't really care about you. I don't care of you. And there's an old saying, you made your bed, so you fucking lay in it. Spawn, any Florida resident that is saying that there is currently a bill introduced in legislation to exempt body cameras on audio law enforcement from public access. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Because the thing is, body camera, yeah. But at the same time, if that's introduced, then you're taking away the ability for someone to defend themselves against corruption or against falsified, if that bill is introduced and it passes through, all right, that means anyone who is convicted of something and there's a body camera and they can't get access to it, they can't defend themselves. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know about fucking American law, do I? Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. My bad. Yeah. But like I said, I want you guys to go and support Squid. Right? I know you love me and I know you adore me, but I want you to support Squid. Someone Squid, put your link out, please. And also a big shout out to JK Films and DJ Ratters for every bit of help they gave me, all the the intros and everything else, and I will always be grateful to them both, especially JK, because he's like a fucking ninja. You don't know when he's here or not. Right, now that we're sort of like calming down from everything that I have brought to you, there's a couple of things I also want to say. This is just a question of interest. This is just a question of interest. And this is to anyone who has got legal experience. If, for example, just a quick question. If, for example, a lawsuit and a investigation takes place, does that mean that the defendant is entitled to contact former employees or employers or colleagues of the individual? Are they allowed to do that? Is there like, and subpoena, documents and shit like that? Because the thing is, if I also state Florida versus White settled by Florida Supreme Court case involves around Waite being arrested for wiretapping for recording calls from law enforcement. Supreme Court ruled citizens may record. You see, you're trying to take here's another thing. Hey, Leslie, if you don't like people talking about you or, doing research on you, or you trying to intimidate them because you want to get your way, why don't you move to China or Russia? Or to a country where no one has rights? Just saying. I mean, it's because the thing is, the problem is each person is different. People react differently to threats that you've put out there. Unfortunately for you, there are way more experienced lawyers out there. There are lawyers out there who've got 20, 30 years of law experience where you've only got, what, 6? If that. You say that you've done 250 cases? Really? Prove it. Actual fact, no, wait. We can do a check on that, can't we? If we wanted to. Only if we wanted to, we could do like a check on that to see how many cases. It's very easy. But remember, you are under scrutiny. You are now under the spotlight, just like quite a few people are. You have put yourself there. You have voluntarily put yourself under that spotlight. Therefore, you come out, you come under scrutiny. You are a public figure. Well done. Congratulations. Here's a cookie. Yeah, I've got a friend who lives in Texas. He lives in Houston. Yes. Right. Now, we're going to go for a quick intermission because I need to go to the bathroom because I'm about to pee like a horse. So while I do that, you guys sit here, talk amongst yourselves. Please be nice. The moderators in here will have zero tolerance. All right, so be nice. And Jeff, stop laughing. Get your ass out of bed and start exercising. On that note, I'll be right back. Wait, yeah. All right, I'm going to play a song while I'm gone.
Boom, boom, boom. Hey, hey, boom, 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 boom. Ra-ba-ba-ba. Hey. Yeah, woo. They go live every night, selling drama on demand with the costume and the setup and the script in their hand, fake tears falling. I'm just speaking truth while they pocket every dollar from a spun up proof. They rolling loud, trying to act real cool, but they're stirring up heat, breaking every rule. Crowds in a circle, all bark, no bite, till a voice cuts through and flips on the light. Spawn Trooper, he brings truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one, man. Spawn Trooper, the force is weak with that one. Someone in the mix spinning lies for the stream, acting like a king, but it's all just a scheme. Dodging every question with a recycle phrase, trying to fool the crowd in the digital haze. Front row talkers got a seat at the show, playing like the big but got nowhere to go. Voices in the shadows throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but he's cutting through that. Spawn Trooper, he brings truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one, man. Spawn Trooper, the force is weak with that one. Now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel one stream at a time. Truth's not merged, it don't come in packs. And Spawn Troopers got receipts, not just the tax. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind has already begun. With clarity blazing like a saber so bright, he leads the way through the digital night. Spawn Troopers say the show, spinning your stories, but the truth starts to flow. Your image all polished like you're some kind of lord, but all you're doing is swinging a dull-edged sword. You're no warrior, just a puppet on strings. Your paper crown don't mean a thing. The game's up now, you're at a move. Spawn Troopers here to expose the groove. Spawn Trooper, he brings truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one, man. Spawn Trooper, the force is weak with that one. Why not the word? Body what the word, body what the word, body what the word, body what the word, body did, 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 body word, body queer and .rm wug. Truth will rise in the end, no place for deceit. Mayor Grim went got a whole group. The force is weak with this whole bunch.
Yes, It is very, very fucking weak with this bunch. Right, anyway, let's have a look at some of the comments, shall we? All right, let's go up here. Ooh, right, okay, so we got this one here. Also, state Florida versus Waite, settled by Florida Supreme Court. Case revolves around Waite being arrested for wiretapping for recording calls from law enforcement. Supreme Court ruled citizen may record. Yep, absolutely. I do know, if I can remember correctly, Florida has the two-party rule or some shit like that. Each state is different. Yeah, let's also carry on. Let's no, this is Peach Mum. This is perfect. People like other people's rights. People like other people's rights stepped on until it's theirs. Yeah, that I find that quite interesting because that can go both ways. That can go both ways. However, when you're taking a document from a government-bodied website and you're discussing it and have basic knowledge of the individual or of the case itself, and have constructive criticism, put comment, and you talk about it, okay, nah, you should be threatened. No, that shouldn't happen. You know, I mean, this is one of the reasons I stopped doing the documents, because this is exactly what would happen. I knew that this shit was going to happen. You know, I mean, I don't live in the States. Yeah, technically, I could fucking show every single document because I'm allowed to. However, why should I? Whenever people are doing it, why should I do it? I don't want to be, they have more. And this thing is, every single person who does show the documents and does discuss the documents and they do criticize these documents are all from the United States. So they have more knowledge, more insight than I have. I don't live over there. I don't pay taxes over there. I don't fucking vote over there. So, however, I do have the right to have an opinion of something what I see and read. And the moment you start taking that away from the people, it becomes a dictatorship. It becomes fucking North Korea, China, or some other freaking country where you can't even breathe in the wrong direction and you're fucking done. So, and that's the thing, and that's where our friend Leslie is going to make a mistake, because she has pissed off and accused and attacked so many people, right? I mean, on a technicality itself, you don't have the monetary surplus monetary support to go into multiple legal fucking battles with individuals. Oh, hi, Johnny D. How you doing? You don't have the financial backing to fight multiple legal battles, and you're probably going to do exactly the same that you've done with everyone else. But here's the mistake you've done. You've attacked people who are going to fight back legally. And the thing is, they're going to throw everything that you've got online and that you've done right back at you legally. The outcome of that, you're not going to get a penny. You're not going to see a penny. And in fact, I think you're going to end up paying. In a way, I am glad I don't live in the United States. I mean, but the thing is, I am not going to fall over that fence and blame every American individual for this. No, I'm not. There is a minority and a majority. The majority of American citizens and anyone from the United States are fucking awesome people and deserve a hug every day. But then, unfortunately, you then have the minority, right? A group of people who make you look fucking stupid, who basically break every bit of credibility that you've got. But luckily, it's only a minority. Thank God for that. And I have got friends across the board. I've got friends from a lot of the states over there, states, and I am quite honored to have friends like that. I've got people who cut like Chucky. I've got Timothy. I've got veterans and former police and fire brigade, ambulance service, you name it, across the board. I've got people like, look at Jeff. Jeff bullies me on a daily fucking basis. I mean, like, I've even got my own household bully. I'm only joking, Jeff. Get your ass out of bed. Come on, fucking start training. You know, and it's fortunate that there are people like you that outnumber them. That's the most important. Yeah, exactly, Squid. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, hello, Nimrod. Good to see you. Yeah, I guess my phone didn't want to listen to you and turned off YouTube. Yeah, it's because I was telling the truth. Yeah, and one thing I do like is the fact that there's conversations going on in this community. You see, Squid, this is fucking awesome. This is exactly what they don't have. We have full-blown conversations going on amongst people here in the community without any interruption, without being interrupted by anybody. And it's all civil. It's all politely done. It's none of this like, oh, fuck her. Yeah, she looks fucking dumb for having him on the stream, right? Hey, Squid, do you have any comment in regards of would you like to send a message to Bonnie? Oh shit, I've got a message. What is that? Oh, wait a minute. Yes. Oh, interesting. But then again, not interesting, but not surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm not going to discuss it. I'm not going to put the people out. Yeah, I am not going to give people any type of credibility, what the fuck whatsoever. You know, so yeah, fuck them. Like, he keeps going to the loading wheel mid-screen. The other screen channel plays on the perfect. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm streaming on both. So if YouTube starts playing up, just go over there, because we don't want to be accused of pushing the algorithm or pushing the numbers. Yeah, I mean, like, I have never. Okay, let me put it this way: I don't know that much about YouTube. Never have done. Never made the statement that I do. All right? I'm still new to it. I'm still learning. But when I listened to that absolute spank stain last night, talking about fucking accusing Tug of God knows what, I sat there in absolute fucking amazement. I was rolling myself a cigarette and I still was like, what the fuck is she talking about? And she was richly reading off shit that they've photoshopped onto a screen from some question they must have asked, or they put something in there. And basically, they're basically accusing Tug. Don't these people know when to shut the fuck up? When to, like, I think it's time I need to just shut up. I need to, need to think before I speak, or I mean, are you that stupid? Do we need to send out the fucking the stupid tree? Do we need to send the stupid tree to you to find out how many branches you hit on the way down when you fall out the stupid tree? Do we need to do that? Do we need to do that? Tell me right now, and I'll put it in motion. I'll get a fucking stupid tree sent to you. Yeah, I mean, if you can't handle if you cannot handle criticism, right? You don't. I mean, there are people out there who lie through their fucking teeth. If you sit and you look at them and you listen to what they say, you could tell they are lying through their fucking shit. And the worst thing is, you've got other people enabling it and then jumping on board with it and then doing the same thing. And then when you get a group of people lying through their fucking teeth, what happens? What happens? The moment you start listening to them, the moment is like you will feel like you're in a centrifuge going around that fucking warp 10. Right? And you're plastered against that wall and you're like, oh fucking, I can't fucking move. And at some point, people are going to slip up. And there's quite a few people have slipped up, and I've got all that on my external hard drive. And I doubt very much I'm ever going to use it. To be perfectly honest with you, I doubt very much I'm going to use it because, to be honest with you, I would rather use the energy, the time to sit outside of my garden with my legs crossed in a position of peace and zen the fuck out and just enjoy the weather. May it rain, snow, or fucking hell, I don't care. You know, because when it's raining, you train. When it's snowing, you're slowing. So it's as simple as that. Yeah. I mean, it's like when is all this shit that's gonna stop? They're trying to drag it out, and when you've got, I mean, you've got people from so many different countries watching this. For example, I mean, I am hidden in what the hells. I mean, when I type in there, no one sees me. So it does, and the thing is, that doesn't bother me. Because I can still watch the stream. I will still watch it because, like, I still go and watch his fucking the coin pushing ones and the storage ones. But lately, I stopped watching it because of the clickbaiting shit. But at the same time, I see I mean, like, I've been watching Facebook for quite a while now, and I watch it, and I'm watching people post shit and make comments and crap like that, and I'm sitting here and I'm just shaking my head. You know, you guys out there are fucking adults. You are adults. You lived your whole childhood. You know, when you were a teenager, child, you grew up to become an adult. You worked all your life. You fucking did this, you did that, and then you jump on the internet and you turn into a fucking Zazoid. Why? Are you too scared to go out in the world and fucking do what you do on the internet? Is that what it is? Is that basically on the internet you can get away with it because no one challenges you? And if they do, 99% of the time YouTube won't give a shit or fucking Facebook won't give a shit. But you won't walk into a cafe or into a bar or in a restaurant and do what you do on the online. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know, it's fact. And the fact that people's mentality and everything else has changed ever since the pandemic. And then people would sit here and they go, oh, why is he fucking behaving like that? Or why is she doing this? Or why is he saying that? Or why is she doing that? I mean, what else do you fucking expect? What else do you expect from these individuals? This is one of the reasons I ignore a lot of people. Because they are fucking really a waste of time. I mean, we're talking about professional people. We're talking about adults. We're talking about people who represented at one point on both sides. And I'm just going, yeah, no, you're not worth it. You've got no credibility. You don't have no professionalism, no credibility. And to be perfectly honest with you, if you've got a fucking 16-year-old playing a fucking game, or you've got a 28-year-old playing a game, right? At least they're doing something constructive. They're enjoying themselves. They're playing a game. They're interacting with other fucking people. But when you have to sit online, fabricate lies, make shit up, and then fucking abuse the court system and then weaponize the court system, or fucking dox or try to intimidate people. And then you wonder why people question you. And then you wonder why people say what they say about you. There's no malice there is absolutely no malice whatsoever when someone criticizes you, because it's constructive criticism. Now, if they deliberately go out their way to make your fucking life a living hell, yeah, maybe you've got an argument there. But when you get challenged for your behavior and your conduct, that there is what needs to be fucking said, because you need to be held accountable for your actions. Irregardless of who the fuck you are, it could be Robert, it could be Kasha, it could be Mama Kama, it could be Roy, Paul, it could be fucking Squid, Ammo Girl, it could be fucking Chucky, it could be anybody. You are held accountable for your actions and your behavior. And if you can't handle that, then don't give people the fucking reason to make you accountable by challenging you. And having debates with some of these people is absolutely a waste of fucking time. Thank you very much for being a peasant for 5 months, Robert. I appreciate that. And you're on point. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Will do. Will do. Oh, shit. I should have shown that. 1 second. There you go. Oh, pow. There. You know, and I get it. I get it. You know, I'm not an American, so therefore you're going to fucking throw me under that discrimination bus. You know, oh, he's not American, he's a limey, he doesn't know about the fucking Americans, so you don't know about this, you don't know about that. I fucking know about Popeye. I know about the fucking beer you got over there, which is weak as shit. I know that you've got fucking, I know that your food is as fucking, I would rather eat fucking grass in the middle of a field next to a fucking bull than eat the food. Some of the food you got over there. I would rather go to an Amish fucking farm or go to some farm, knock on their door and say, hey, can I have some of your fresh food, please? Because at least it's fresh. It hasn't got all these fucking chemicals. In actual fact, you guys come over here. You come over to Europe, come over to Europe and have healthy food. Okay? All right? You know what I mean? You have healthy food, you'll feel better, you'll feel more energetic. And Timothy, please make sure you look after yourself. If you're driving, please take breaks and make sure that you have a break. And, you know, make sure you let me know you're okay. And thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Okay, Sailor Boy. And I'll see you later. All right, be good. You know, so this is why I jokingly say, all right, you know, what's it in? Is it the food or the water or whatever? Well, I probably could. I mean, when it comes to Jabba the Hutt, when it comes to... I mean, here's the thing about Dave. Here's about stupid Dave. I think he's an absolute fucking wank stain. Right? I think he's an idiot. Right? To fucking put himself in a position, a situation. It's like he self-harmed himself by putting himself in a position where it can cause stress. Okay? And obviously he's made multiple statements about being stressed and everything else. All right, but he puts himself into stressful situations. Now, when I first met him, right, I really didn't have anything against him. In fact, I went into his streams and challenged him, and he did the same with me. We made a diss tracks against each other. And in fact, please hold. Let me just check something. In fact, 1 second. Just hang on a second. Just. And please hold. Your call's important to me. You watch this. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, wait a minute. 1 second. No, that's not the one. That's not the one that's on the air. Oh, here we go.
Super baby,
he's always on the move. Got food in his hand like a solid groove. Never knows if he's uptight or free. Flight risk, maybe that's just his decree. Jabari Hoot, he's a legend round town, spilling stories while the food goes down. Can't get his tail to match the vibe. Is he nervous or about to take a dive? Super Dave, he's a mystery man. Food in hand like it's part of the plan. Uptight or free, we can't quite tell. Flight risk stories, he's a living carousel. He's got a way that no one understands. Food in one and tails in both hands. People gather round just to hear a spiel. Truth or fiction, what's the real deal? Jabari Hoot, he's a sight to see. Lost in stories with a side of mystery. Uptight or chill, he's always on display. Flight risk or legend, he finds his own way. Super Dave, he's a mystery man. Food in hand like it's part of the plan. Uptight or free, we can't quite tell. Flight risk stories, he's a living carousel.
That was just one of some diss tracks that we did. I mean, like, he did one and I did one. He had a bit to say about me. I had a bit to say about him. But the thing is, it was a bit harsh against towards both of us, each other. But the thing is, it just then it went downhill with him, and I just thought, you know what? And when he actually made the statement about his mental health and medication and shit like that, that's where I draw the line. That's where I went, yeah, I'm going to back off. But I still called him an idiot. I will still call him a wank stain and an idiot. And, he is only to blame for his own stress because he puts himself into the situations that he shouldn't do. Other than that, I don't want to talk to him. I think he's an absolute fucking idiot. So, and the fact that he sat on someone else's platform complaining that I am not an American, talking about American law, considering that I'm not from America. Obviously, you didn't do your fucking research then, did you? Just saying. But there you go. I've done a lot of diss tracks. I've done a lot of tracks that I haven't publicized. Oh yes, and yeah. So I'm getting messages all over the fucking place. Oh, what's this one? Oh yes, buckle up, sheeple. Justice doesn't flake. Another day, another set of idiots exposed. That's fucking true. Wait a minute. Why have you got who? Wait, who's sitting? Right, Amago, why are you flying a fucking attack helicopter? No, it's not an attack helicopter. It's a Bell tour. Why are you flying a helicopter? And why does? No. Doctor. Wait, battle report. Dr. Pepper 2, Fanta Cannon 70. I fucking didn't see the Fanta in this picture. Fuck you, Amago. Oh shit. Oh God. Sometimes oh wait a minute. Okay, I got a message from someone. Oh no, that was an old message, right? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so I just think that this is going to be an experience for a lot of people that are going to find out very quickly. And from historical aspect, Leslie and Michael, you both have just really stepped into a lot of doo-doo. You may think that you're clever. You may think just because you know the law that you think you're going to walk through this like if nothing's going to come back. Here's the thing: when you throw shit at a fan, It always comes back. Besides going everywhere else, it will always come back. But there you go. So yeah, that's all I've got to say to in regards to this. So we're now going to go to the Q&A time. So enjoy the questions. If you've got any questions for me, put in at Spawn Trooper and then ask the question. However, if you've got any questions for Squid, if she's still here, if you've got any questions for Squid, right, ask, you can at Squid Proquo and ask her the question. Okay, you're more than welcome to do that. So just saying. Just saying. But it doesn't make any fucking sense anymore. It makes no sense anymore why these people think that they can fucking get away with anything. And I mean what I said at the beginning. People can't do their fucking job. Get someone else who can. Oh shit, sorry about that. I'm fucking talking here and I realize I'm fucking muting myself by mistake. Oopsie. Sorry. Yeah. Why is it? I want someone to answer this question. Why is it that over in America they're suing someone to get your fucking to fight your battles for you instead of actually trying to mediate? I mean, why isn't there any mediation? Why is it straight to lawsuits? Why is it straight to threats and intimidation? Why isn't there any fucking mediation? In the old days, people used to mediate. You'd get an independent individual. They would listen to both sides. Then they would give both sides advice. And if people both sides said, yeah, okay, we agree to a meet, you then go in there. One person will say, regardless if you liked what they said or not, you say what you got to say, and you stop talking. And then the other person says, and then basically the mediator then turns around and says, right, what is the first step to come to a agreeable conclusion? And then you take step by step, and you all three parties work with each other to resolve the issue, but not anymore. It's all about money and power. Oh, I've got a massage. I am receiving a massage. Oh, here we go. Still waiting for someone's question. Boomer? Who the fuck are you calling Boomer? Short ass. Hi, Gail. Chucky on the laptop. He's all right. You're explaining to Roy about right. I'm only online in blocks at time right now as I'm taking care of my dude. Roy, listen, mate. At the end of the day, she comes first. You guys come first. The internet can wait. If you need to fucking catch up, grab a hold of me. Send me a message or grab hold of SMN or someone. Actually, wait a minute. Where is SMN? But there's no money in mediation. Yeah, I know. What, she came out of the closet this morning? Wait, what? What, she admitted that she's not really a human? Is that what you're saying, Chucky? I'm just, I, to be honest with you, I am very surprised that this shit this shit is actually allowed. I'm surprised the courts don't just say, no, you are barred from any more motions. Yeah. Why he had to leave? Why? Has he been hunted? Is he? I just see so fucking funny. Oh god, that is too funny. Talk about attention seeking. Talk about attention seeking. And yeah. Yeah. Anyway, any questions? Any questions for you? No spawn to the anti said squid is. Wait, what? Wait, squid is a carpet chunker? She's a jungle dweller? Wait, what? No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh, right. Okay, then. So basically, the cardboard cutouts of the little one, you know, and Mama Squid and everyone else are just cardboard cutouts, right? Do you know that is actual sexual discrimination? You know that? That there is hate. That there is classified as hate speech, or could be construed as hate speech. But then again, apparently, I don't know anything about the American law, so. And also, assuming one's gender is also, yeah. Yep, Mr. Squid is a cardboard cutout. Yes. Yeah. So, Squid Pro Quo has come out the closet. Congratulations, by the way. Well done. She is now part of a long alphabetical name. Well done. Congratulations. And all this by the crampons. Wow. I mean, what's next? What are they going to say next? What are they going to accuse someone of next? I mean, they do love living on a bloody razor blade, don't they? And the thing is, all this can be taken and used against them. Yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day, you know, I've got friends who are in same sex marriages, and you know, I've got friends who, you know, from every walk of life. That's their choice. You know, no one can judge that unless except themselves. But to make accusations and to accuse someone of something and use it to try to in a negative way, wow. I mean, at least now we know who we're dealing with, really, what the level of intellect. Oh, you're a lesbian. Oh. Right, okay. You can go back to your classroom now and carry on chewing on your crayons. Fucking crampons. They Jesus. You see, like I said, it's always a matter of time before. Right. Anyway, so no one's got any questions. Let me see over on the Rumbles. Anyone over in Rumbles? There's 6 of you. Anyone over in Rumbles have a question? If you have, speak now or forever hold your peace, or pieces, depending on what you like to hold on to. I shall give you a couple of minutes because obviously you're making me wait now. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for joining me tonight, and thank you very much for all of you who support me with the memberships. And like I said, if you want to support me, then that's entirely up to you. You don't have to. If you want to become a member, then obviously, you can do that. Either way, stickers, super chats, anything you want to do. However, everything is going into a pot, right? Until I get fully monetized, until I pass 1,200 members, that's when things are starting going to roll. And someone mentioned something about merch. Now, I am going to do a live stream at some point, and I am going to pick everyone's brain. And I expect Chucky, I expect Beach Bum, I expect Buffett Old Man, I expect Ammo Girl, I expect all of you to be here to help me brainstorm, all right? Because you're all going to be part of it, right? Because you are part of the community. Yes. I actually showed her all the pictures that I've received over the last few days, and she could not stop laughing. I mean, the one with the getting chased by her with a frying pan in a stormtrooper outfit, that's freaking hilarious. I even sent that to a mate of mine, and he just went, "That is exactly what you two are like." Yeah. Obviously, like I'm slowly but surely getting my sleep pattern back into. Hey, Squid, by the way, so do you pee standing up? Because obviously you wear the trousers in the house. You see, I could do that with Squid because she knows it's a joke. Oh, yeah, that's offensive. You can't say it. Well, I just joked. It's a joke, humor. Oh. By the way, I have found this new game. I'm not sure if I should stream it or not, but it's called Drain Sim. I'm quite tempted to buy it. It's only about £12 or £13, but I am quite tempted to buy it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to play it and record a video, and I'm going to put it up on my gaming channel. So if you don't know about my gaming channel, at some point, Amagol or someone will throw that in there, throw all my channels in there. And I'm going to throw it up, and then I want you to give me your input, your back. I want you to give me your feedback and tell me what you think. I'm also playing Dead Side at the moment, not Dead Side, Daisy. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like day one. After the days of the apocalypse, spawn troopers started looking for somewhere to live. Suddenly, he came across a zombie. A living being. Obviously dead, brain dead, of course. He ran and hid in the house, while this dead individual was walking around like a complete tit. Suddenly he heard people talking, and he went, Wobble Gob 1 and Wobble Gob 2. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, both have gone through poo. He then started playing and found a rifle. Yes, it was a shotgun, an RS-12. With 6 rounds, he decided to destroy the tea people and steal their food. Yes, so I'm thinking of doing that. I'm thinking of doing day 1, day 2, day 3 of DayZ, my adventures. And I was going to start off brand spanking new on a modded server and record it. And basically each video is going to be 45 minutes to an hour long, because it takes at least 2-3 hours just to even break even, to find food and get enough equipment to fight off zombies and survive. So If you want me to do that, I'll start doing that. I've got 2 more videos to do for the truck driving stuff I've got. But I'm going to hi Stacey Nat over there on Rumble. Welcome. What do you mean? Who's over in freaking 7 people over there? 7 people over there? Who's over there then? It's been a long time, Stacey Nat. Did we have an interaction over a year ago at some point? But anyway, that's beside the point. Doesn't matter. Hit that like. Remember, hit that like button. All right. Don't forget to hit that like button over there on follow on what's the thing called again? Rumble. And yeah. You can't win, can you? You can't win. I mean, like, yeah, I can tell that, Paul. Thanks very much for making me look like a fucking scene from The Exorcist. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I am also trying to figure out Rumble. Frying pan GoFund. Frying pan GoFundMe. Yeah, I fucking wish. Yeah, she's got it. She got it. That's a shame that I couldn't get that X26 though. That is a shame. That would have been funny. That would have been so funny. But the law is the law. You can't break the law, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so yeah. Well, I'm back. I'm monetized again. Well, partially monetized. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you guys if you want to support me or not. I'm not going to beg, ask, or but you know where I am if you do want to sort out, help out. But yeah, it's been a fantastic stream. Thank you very much for tonight. Thank you all for being here, and for all the haters and for the reprobates who are gutless or can't come in here because they're either hidden or blocked or whatever. One thing I can say to you is thank you very much for your view hours, and thank you very much for your interaction, regardless if it's positive or negative. And please come back again. Kasha, thank you very much for. God damn it! Just for that, I should time you out for at least a year. Just at least for a year. I think they should. They like fucking don't. Anyway, I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm gonna. That's gonna backfire on that because I am now going to get a bottle of Fanta. Kim, what are you thanking me for? What are you thanking me? You never have to thank me. You never have to thank me for anything. If I save your life, then you can thank me. Then you can thank me. Fucking, do you know, Kasha and Robert, I swear to God. I'm gonna sneak out one day. I'm gonna fucking crawl up to your car, let your air out your tires, so you can't go into town and buy Fanta, and then play with my mind. Cheers, Paul, and good live stream. Hey, Paul, you're very welcome, and thank you very much for the compliment. I appreciate it. Everything, just being you. I'm not going to change. I'm going to carry on being outspoken, being an arsehole, and I'm proud of that. Do you know, they don't even give you certification now if you become an arsehole. Do you know that? It's disappointing, really. You put all that work and effort, and everything else into it, and they're just like, fuck you up and go, no, you don't need a certificate. You're doing well as young. Yeah. Disappointing, really. But when you get cretins like fucking Leslie and Richard Luthman and all these other fucking people who abuse and use the law, thinking that they're so clever, maybe someone needs someone with a good legal standing, someone who, can go and help Randy and actually fucking deal with this, because I'm sure that there's a motion that they can file about improper use of the system. And here's another thing that I just remembered. Right, using it. What's that e machine or email or something like that lawyers have to upload emails or what's that things for? What's that called again? Does anyone know what that's called? Email. No, the e-system. Oh God, what's it called again? Alicia, are you still here? Anybody? Anyone with legal knowledge? Oh God. I think it's burning it. I think this Fanta joke is now burning itself out. The candle's now. Glad you got your monetized back. I hope. Yeah, I hope Coop gets it. I hope Coop gets back. I hope he gets back. Oh, cough it up. Yeah, e-file. Here's the thing. Like Leslie, you're no longer a lawyer. So how the hell are you e-filing, or are you using your husband's? Because that's I thought that was a no-no. So are you abusing the system? Are you intimidating your husband? So give me that number or you won't get it. You won't get any tonight. I mean, seriously. Oh, wait a minute. The e-filing portal and not wait, hang on. See. If I don't know, someone else does. The e-filing portal and non-lawyers can use it in a limited circumstance. So let's not judge her on that until we actually know. No, I'm not judging her. I'm just saying. I'm not judging it. I'm pointing out the fact that she's no longer a lawyer. Now that non-lawyers can use it, now I have been educated. Correct, Squid? Eh? You see that I am quite happy to sit here and be educated. You miserable git. Pick on me. I'll tell my mum. So she can use it, but she can use it to an extent, but she can't abuse it. There's a big difference. Oh, she is a totally using husband. She has his name at the bottom most of her file. Yeah. Yep. So that's also false. Isn't that false representation? So basically, if you are filing this, right, okay, let me get this right. You are pro se, so therefore you are representing yourself. So if you're filing documents, that means you've written them out yourself, you put them together yourself, you've formulated everything yourself, and then you have filed it yourself. And from what I've been explained, that the e-file system, non-lawyers can use it. So therefore, you've e-filed your motions. There should be your information should be at the bottom of that file, not someone else's, not your husband's, who's a lawyer. Yeah, I get it, Squid. I get it. I mean, like at the end of the day, I have you and me ever fallen out from helping each other, educating each other? No, we haven't. So you pointing that out to me, I appreciate that. Just because apparently, according to Stupid Dave, I don't know about American law, so I'm playing that. I'm playing that fucking record, and I'm gonna fucking enjoy it. Joe. The thing is, there's no negativity in this. It's like you have to think outside the box. If you are filing something on your own behalf, why are you using other people's information? If your husband is not representing you, why are you using him as why are you putting his name in there? It's because he's still a lawyer. So what is it? If you're going to represent yourself, then fucking represent yourself. If you're going to have your husband represent you, then pay him. Then employ him. Show the contract between you and him. The client lawyer shit, right? Employ him. And then you shut your mouth and then he does all the talking. So it's either way. It's either one way. It's either you represent yourself, you do all the talking, you do all the filing and everything else, or you shut your mouth and you let your husband do everything. And that means also shutting your mouth on platforms. That means not going onto platforms. That means not fucking posting shit. That means not making 6,000 million fucking YouTube accounts, X accounts and God knows how many accounts, and then going around like a blue ass fly trying to fucking, confuse the shit out of everyone, whereas you're just confusing yourself, and you're then slipping up and then saying stuff on different platforms, and then people are going, oh, wait a minute, like you've done before. Just saying. But thank you very much for educating me on the e-file system. Thank you. You see, you learn something every day. You learn something every day. And, you know, like I said, you made your bed, you lay in it. No one else is responsible for that. But suing multiple people over frivolous shit and then trying to intimidate and make threats, yeah, that's going to come back to bite you in the ass. And I don't need to have any legal experience or knowledge of that. Some people like to entrap you. Some people like to fucking make out that they, you know, they can do, you know, they just go like that, and, you know. Yeah, beach bum. That's a good point. That is a bloody good point. But I have to. I would like to point out that anything happens behind closed doors in their life, their private life, has nothing to do with us until they actually put it online, which, you know, for the world to see. Even then, I don't really care about their relationship. I think they're both as dumb as each other, but that is my opinion. You know, if they can't take constructive criticism, which this whole stream was about fault finding the information, finding the pattern, and basically talking about this whole situation, right? Because, like, at the end of the day, to try to intimidate and attack a stay-at-home mum is one thing. To lie and then sit on a platform and incite people to go and report someone to the fucking Florida Bar Association, that's where you overstepped your fucking. That's where you've overstepped, and it's all online. It's all admissible for evidence. You can use it as evidence. Well, Your Honor, here's Exhibit A, actions and behavior of the individual. Here's Exhibit B. Right? Here's proof of statements made, not just towards the defense, but also towards the attorneys. Here's this, here's that. And then here, Exhibit Zulu 1672. Here's proof of past experiences of the same thing, Your Honor. Your Honor, the people rest. Yeah. See, I don't know shit about court. Take him to the gallows. Attacking any veteran is bang out of order. And then but I'm not going to get into that. That is not my playground. That I will, as I said, I will support and have Squid Pro Quos 6, and I will stand next to her with this fight. And one thing I can say now is this. The sooner this is done and over with, the better, because then we can like close the doors on these clowns, these people who have got nothing better to do than, you know, continuously cry wolf. Because one day, and touch wood, it doesn't happen, but one day, right, they're going to get sued or something's going to happen. They're going to cry out for help, okay, and no one's going to lift a finger. You know, and I just hope that some people come to the conclusion that what they're doing is wrong, and just disappear back into the woodwork where they came from, because they injected themselves in all this. So here's the thing: if you throw shit and it hits that fan, what happens? It will come back at you. Right? So you've made your bed, you can lay in it. On that note, if people don't have any questions, I am going to call it a night because we've been here nearly 3 hours, and I think I've said what I wanted to say. And to be perfectly honest with you, I really appreciate everyone who's come, and thank you very much and one thing I do want to say is thank you so much for supporting Squid, and staying in our corner. And that's why I like Squid's community, even though some people push their luck and overstep their line. But you all support Squid. And I just want to say to Cynthia and everyone else, I don't care who you mention in here, but like you're not gonna get. I just didn't want anyone to misunderstand who. If I'm talking about someone, trust me, I'll name them, as you've just noticed. If I'm not talking about someone else, they won't get named because they don't have the credibility or they have any relevance. So, and there's a lot of people who have no relevance whatsoever. Paul, you take care. So thank you again. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to everyone who supported the channel, especially Kasha, Ammo Girl, Robert, Squid, Roy. All right. Thank you all for your memberships and for staying a member. And welcome back to your own private VIP room. Kasha, thank you very much for the phantom money, which basically I'm going to spend on Dr. Pepper. So, and like I said, if you want to support me, the channel, and everything else, you can. But please make sure that you also go over to Squid and support Squid, not just on Squid Pro Quo, but evidence through motion as well, where you can sit back, you can listen, and you can learn. But also go and give us support. You're very welcome. You're all very welcome. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it was educational. And to everyone else, especially the people who were mentioned, at the end of the day, if you don't want to be put in under the spotlight, then think before you speak. I'm not taking anything personal. I have not taken anything personal, and I will not take anything personal. You acted very childish and very immature. So in future, think before you speak or type or whatever you want to do. Other than that, I mean, you have every right to say what you want, but try to think about what you say. Just saying. And because you belong to a community who thrive on negativity and hate, yeah. So, Roy, you know where I am if you need to talk, and my thoughts and prayers are with you and your wife, Beach Bum, and everyone else. Thank you so much for being here and being very being in the conversation. You guys were having conversations amongst each other, which was fucking awesome to see. To be honest, I like seeing that. Sometimes when I'm live streaming, I watch chat, and sometimes you guys are talking amongst each other, and I fucking think that's awesome. It's like walking into a pub and people are just chatting away, having a beer or having a coffee or whatever. So thank you very much for being the way you are. Appreciate that. Let me go and check who's live, and then we can then you can then. Oh, wait a minute! I can redirect. No shit. Yes, I can. Oh, fuck me! I can redirect. Yes. No, I can't. Bollocks. Oh, yes, I can. No, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes, I can redirect. Yes. Right. Anyway, right. Anyway, on that note, guys, I hope that you have a fantastic night. It's been an absolute brilliance. Take care, much love, and to everyone over on Rumble, make sure you stay followed. Please don't send any rants or anything. And yeah, thanks very much. And remember, I'm on Rumble. And on that note, much love, everybody. Take care. And remember, a smile a day keeps the fucking weirdos away. Yeah, you
They go live every night selling drama on demand with crampons sitting on their ass and dicky on hand. Fake tears falling, oh I'm just speaking truth, while they pocket super chats and exploit the loons. Gator rolls in trying to act real cool, but he's stirring up heat, breaking all the rules. Haters in a circle, all bark, no bite, till Spawn Trooper drops and it flips on the light. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he asks as the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Spawn Trooper, the force is weak with this one. Deuces in the mix, spinning lies for the stream. He acts like a king, but his throne's just a meme. Dodging all the questions with a scripted phrase, trying to fool the crowd, but he's just a face. Bones Lacker's got a seat at the front of the show, putting up a front, but got nowhere to go. Guano's hiding in shadows, throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but Spawn Trooper's on that. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he asks as the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Spawn Trooper, the force is weak with this one. Now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel one stream at a time. Truth's not merch, it don't come in packs. And Spawn Troopers got receipts, not just attacks. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind, it's already begun. With clarity blazing like a saber so bright, he leads the way through the digital night.